Hi. Today we're going to talk about how to add fractions with like denominators. Helper, can you talk to me about what like denominators are?
Like the denominators are the same denominator and it's the same size pieces.
So can you talk about this example here? How do I know this is a like denominator?
Because this fraction is the same. It has 1/3 plus 1/3. And you see that the denominator is the same.
So that means they're the same size pieces.
Yep.
Okay, well how about this one over here?
This one is not so much the same because 4/5 plus 1/3. Do you see that the denominator doesn't have the same size pieces?
So I can't add those. We'll figure out how to add those at another time.
Yeah.
So today for homework you have a whole bunch of fractions and you're going to have to add them, which is easy, but there's a little bit of extra work. So not only do you have to add your fractions, and we're only working with numerators, not the denominators, but they have to check that they're not improper. And how do I know if a number is improper?
It's more than one.
Oh, it's more than one. So when I look at it, how do I know just from looking at it that's more than one?
Because the reason how you look at it and you know that it's improper and it's more than one is because the biggest number is on the top and the smallest number is on the bottom.
So for example, if I have 5 and 3, then my bigger number is on top, so that's definitely improper.
Yep.
But if I have 3 and 8,
that's not improper.
that's not improper. That's a regular fraction.
Yeah,
So that's
because
less
3
than 1.
is over 8.
Yep, that works. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to check that it's simplified. And I don't really care which way we simplify. So my helper is going to help me out over here. I'm going to look at an example. Helper, we're going to do it here.
Yes.
What if I wanted to add
Okay. What she's going to put.
Let's do 7. Let's say I wanted to add 5 8s plus 7 8s. And they're both like denominators, so they both have 8s.
Okay.
So I don't really care about the numerator yet. They're all the same size, 8, so I'm going to leave
Yeah,
that alone.
okay.
But what about my top?
Okay, let's see. 5 plus
7 is, count it up.
12.
12. So I have 12 pieces.
That's an improper fraction. You want to know why?
Why?
Because 12 is over 8 when 8 is supposed to be over 12.
Well, I can't just flip it around. That would make a different number. But
make a
anytime I
different
see
number.
this, when I see that, I know it's improper. So I got to fix that. That means I have more than one. So I'm going to fix that using division. And I'm going to think in my head, because I do a lot of thinking in my head, in my mind, this is what's going on.
Let's see. Okay.
How many 8s go into 12?
12. Okay. 1.
1. So I have 1 8 can go into 12. Now I have 4 left over. So I have 4 left over. I'm going to put that as my remainder. 4 out of 8 left. So 12 8s is the same as 1 and 4 8s.
Okay.
But I'm not done yet. You know why?
You can still divide.
Well, I can't divide. Oh, I have to divide because it's not simplified yet.
Yep.
Luckily, I know my factors very well. And instead, I'm going to try a factor rainbow. I'm going to do 4 and 8. And if you don't remember your factor rainbows, look at the paper I gave you before. And I'm going to look for my greatest common factor. And what's my greatest common factor, Helper?
Okay, let's see. We got a 1, 2, and 4. And then we have a 1, 2, 4, and 8. So, let's see. The 8 doesn't have a match right here.
Nope.
So, let's see. We have a 1. That's the lowest.
Yes.
2 is in the middle. So, I'll go with 4.
Yep, my 4 is my greatest common factor because it's the biggest one. So that means I'm going to use that 4 to divide, which is what my helper was saying.
Okay.
So I'm going to divide both of these numbers by 4.
Okay. What will we get?
4 divided by 4 is 1. And I know I'm running out of space. And 8 divided by 4 is 2.
Okay.
So I've just simplified my
and you made
fraction.
a half.
Yep. So my final answer is 1 and 1/2. So I have to do all these steps in order to have my answer right in 5th grade. Add, check if it's improper, and simplify. Thank you, helper.
Welcome.
Good luck.